Hello friends, welcome back. This is Amit from Magnet, and today we are going to create this awesome looking CGI dance floor inside Element 3D. So first take a look what we are going to create. Okay, so if you are new to this channel, I recommend you to check my YouTube channel and you will find so many videos related to Element 3D and so many free model pack for Element 3D. And if you like those videos, please do subscribe this channel and turn the notification on. And if you wanted to do a little bit more, you can also join me as a member. So let's get started. So first we create a new composition here. So create a new composition and everything look nice and hit OK. Then we create a new solid for element layer. So create a new solid and the color should be black and hit OK. Then go over the effect and presets and find the video copilot element. Just double click on this and then we click on this scene setup. So here we are in element. First we create a plane for our floor. So create a plane and we scale this up. Okay, and then we put some material here. So for this I'm going to use the Pro Shader 2 collection from Video Copilot and go to the metal, and I'm using this one, that is the metal black. Just click and drag it to this surface. Okay, and then we select this plane and go to this UV repeat value and turn this up to maybe 10 by 10. Okay, now we create some wall and both of the left and right side. So for this I'm just duplicate this plane, press and hold Alt and drag this Y axis here, and then we select this rotation tool here and just rotate it, and I'm holding the shift key to snap it a specific angle and then place it this side. And then we press and hold Alt key in the keyboard and just drag this X axis here to this side, and you can see this is disappear because we need to change some setting in the material. So select the material and then click on this settings icon here and go to the very bottom, that is the drop back face. Just turn this on. Okay, and then we place it here. Okay, and then we select this plane here. Just press Ctrl and hold the Ctrl and just click on this, it will select, and just drag it to the upside. Okay, it will be our ceiling. So we create a room like structure here, and now we duplicate this ceiling one more time and then we rotate it just like this, and then we place it here. Okay, so now we make a 3D room here, and now I'm using some steel rack here to create a stage like structure here, and I'm downloading this steel rack from the Megascan library. And if you don't know how to download the Megascan library asset for Element 3D, I make a dedicated tutorial on this. So if you don't know, you can definitely check the tutorial, and the tutorial is showing up in the I button right now and also in the description. So make sure to check the tutorial and you will know that how you can download the Megascan library assets for Element 3D. So for this I'm going to bring the model in the viewport here. So here is the model. I just click on this and it will appear here, and I'm also give this model in the description link, so you'll get this from there if you don't want to download the model from the Megascan. And now I place it here and then I scale it down. So here is the scale switch. I just scale it down like this and then I rotate this. Okay, just like this, and I place it here. Okay, and again also I scale it down a little bit more, just like this, and then I duplicate it multiple times to make a frame like structure. So just select this and press and hold Alt key and just duplicate it like this, just like this. Okay, and then there is the all the copies that I create now, and I select all the copies by pressing shift and select all the copies here and drag it to a new folder here. Okay, so here is the folder, and now I change the anchor point of this folder. So place it here, and then I bring it here, and then also bring it here. Okay, so it is a rough calculation to make it just at the middle of those racks, just like this. So in this way you can move it nicely, so just like this. Okay, and place it here. Okay, so you can now understand that what I am trying to do here. I just make a frame like structure by using the steel rack, because I don't have any model which is similar to the frames. So I make the frame like structure by using this steel rack. So now again we duplicate it one more time, just like this, and then we rotate it in this way. Okay, and then I place it in this side, and again we duplicate it and place it this side as well. So now you can understand that what we are going to achieve here. Okay, so now we have a 3 copies of those. So now we again select all the folders that we just create and place it in a new folder here. Okay, so in this way, if I just drag this folder, we will move all those rack model together. Okay, so now we reset the position here, and then we have to reposition these anchors. So select this folder and go to this anchor point. Again we do the same thing and place it here. And now if we duplicate it, pressing Alt and drag this axis, we can duplicate all those frames together. Okay, so make a multiple copies. So it is not specific that you do the same that I did here. This is very dynamic and you can create any design you want. And I'm showing you that what is the possible way to make a interesting design by using those models. Okay, so again we select this anchor point and duplicate one more time, just like this, and place it here. Okay, so make it 3 copies of those frames. Okay, so this look amazing right now. So first we create a capsule for our light. So create this capsule and we bring this capsule out from the group and place it in the group number 2. Okay, and now we go to its parameters. We just increase the height and decrease the radius, just like this, and then we decrease the capsule roundness. Okay, so this looks something like this for now. Again we decrease the height little bit down, and then we duplicate it. Okay, and go to this round radius. We increase the radius little bit higher and also decrease the height. And now we change the color of this diffuse channel. Okay, so just select this material and go to the diffuse color and make it black. Okay, but we don't want this capsule, that is the first capsule, to be black. So we select this material and right click on this and select this option, that is the duplicate and replace. Okay, in this way you can change this material without affecting this material. So now we go to this diffuse color, make it white, and then go to its illumination. We just increase the illumination channel to 200. Okay, so in this way the material is glowing. And then we select this second capsule and press the Alt key and hold the Alt key and drag this Y axis and make it here, and then again duplicate one more time and place it here. Okay, so in this way you will create a nice light for those walls. So now we place it in the group number 2 and also we place it in the group number 3 as well. So press Shift key and click on this group number 3 here, so it will select both of the groups. Okay, so we almost done here. Now we press OK, and now we create a new camera for our scene. So create a new camera here and 24mm look nice and hit OK. Then select this camera tool here and this looks something like this. Okay, so now we select our element layer, go to the group number 2, go to the particle replicator, and we change this particle replicator shape to 3D grid. Okay, and we also have this model in the group number 3, so we just disable the group number 3 for now, and then we decrease this X grid value to 2. Okay, and also we don't need the Y grid, so just disable this or set it to 1. And we also need the Z grid, so we increase the value. Okay, and then we increase the X scale value, so just like this. Okay, and also we move the X position here. Okay, and also we decrease the X scale value. So just make it in the both of the walls. Okay, and then we also place it here. So the scale is too high, so we go to the particle loop and decrease the scale. And now we're going to rotate those lights. So for this we go to the particle rotation and go to the X rotation. We change this to 90 degree. Okay, so this looks something like this now. And now we increase the Y grid count. So it depends on you that how much row you want for your scene. So sake of this tutorial I set it to 5, and now we increase the Y scale value as well, and also place it here. Okay, and then we increase the Z scale. So now you can see that it creates a array of light here, and you can see that the particle density is little too high, so we decrease the Z particle count. And also we can decrease the particle size. Okay, so this look nice for now. And now we also want those light on the ceiling as well, so we use the group number 3 for this. So enable this group number 3, and also we want those light at the same scale size. So we go to the group number 2 and go to the particle loop and just copy the value of the particle size and go to the group number 3 and go to the particle loop and just paste the value here. So I'm pressing Ctrl V to paste the value here. And now we going to go to the particle replicator and we go to the 3D grid, and we don't want the Y grid here, we only want the X grid and the Z grid here for now. So and we place it here just like this. Okay, and then again we increase the Z axis count as well as the Y axis count, and then we increase the scale. Again we place it here, increase the scale, and then also increase the Z scale like this. Okay, and if you want more dense light here, you can increase the Z count here as well as the X count here. Okay, so now we create a array of light field here, and this look very amazing. Okay, so far so good. Now we put some video on this background plane. So for this I'm using a video that I downloaded from YouTube, and you can use any video you want. So we just bring this video into a new composition here, and then we go back to our main composition and bring this composition into our main composition here, and then we just turn this off, the eye switch and the audio. Then we go back to our element layer and go to the effect control, and then we expand these custom layers and then go to the custom texture map and select the composition here. Okay, and then we go to the scene setup. Okay, so here we are in element again, and I think that our scene look little squarey and it not look right, so we're going to make it rectangle. So for this I'm just select the floor plane here by pressing Ctrl and click on the floor, and then we just bring this floor little up here, and now you can see that it look kinda interesting now. Okay, and then we put the video into our background plane. So before we put the video into this plane, we scale this plane correctly. So for this I am just out from this box and select this plane here, and we go to select this scale switch here and just scale it down like this. Okay, and you can see that the extra part here, so we just move it here, and then again you select the scale switch and just scale it down and make it the same size here. Okay, so now it look the same, and now we put the video here, but you can see that the tiling is little too high here, so we have to reset the tiling also. So just select this and select this model and go to the UV mapping here and just reset the value here. Okay, just like this. So before we bring the video here, we have to duplicate the material here. So just select the material and right click and click on this duplicate and replace. Okay, and now we just disable all this material here, just clear them up like this, and then we go to the illumination and just select the video file here. Okay, and hit OK, and then we go to the illumination and disable this used diffuse color and change the intensity to 200%. Okay, and you can see that it is kind of washed out, so we go back to the diffuse color and disable this glossiness and everything. We just disable it, and then also disable the reflectivity here. Okay, so now you can see that it look right here. So now we put some light on the corners here. So for this I'm again use the capsule here, so just select the capsule here and place it here, and then we rotate the capsule like this. Okay, and then we increase the height, decrease the radius just like we did before, and then also decrease the roundness here. Okay, and place it here. At the corner of the wall, just place it here. Okay, and then we increase the height, and then we apply the light texture here. So that is the texture, just bring it here. Okay, so in this way it is kind of immersive material here, and then you duplicate it like this, and also duplicate it at the up right corner here, and then duplicate one last time and place it here. Okay, so now you can see that some light on the corner as well. Okay, so now we put some other object here. Okay, so now time to put some models here. So for this I'm using a car model, and I'm downloading the car model from the site called Dreamworld, and you can definitely check the site and you will get so many models for Element 3D. So I'm just expand this Dreamworld folder here, and I'm using this model here. Okay, so just bring it here. So the car model is here, and I am place it here, and then we scale it down like this and place it here, or maybe we rotate it in that side little bit, and then we place it here. Okay, and also place it here. Okay, so the car paint is white, and I'm changing this white color to red. So just select the car paint here, and then we change the color to red. Okay, or you can change the color anything you want, but for the sake of this tutorial, change this to red. Okay, and then just copy this color and go to the reflectivity and paste the color here. Okay, and then we increase the reflectivity to 100%, and then we select the car model here and go to this reflection mode and change this to spherical. Okay, so this look nice for now. Okay, so now time to put some other object here, and I'm downloading some model from the Megascan library. And if you don't know how you get the Megascan library assets for Element 3D, you definitely check my tutorial on this, and the tutorial is showing up in the I button right now and also in the description, so you will get the tutorial from there. So let's see what we have here. So we have this cupboard model here, and I'm also give the models in the description, so you will get the models from there, and just bring it out from the car group here, and then we place it here maybe, and then we select this model and go to its scale, just decrease the scale Okay, just like this, and place it here, and then we duplicate it and just rotate it. Again, we just reset the orientation here, so we can rotate it nicely, and press shift to snap the rotation and just rotate it like this. Okay, and then we place it here, and then again duplicate it. Just make a random shape here, and this is not specific that you do the same, so just experimenting and make your own design. I'm just showing you that what else you can do. Okay, just like this, just make a random design here. And then I'm also use some other models from the Megascan. So and these are some boxes, so just bring it here also and change the position like this and place it here, and then again we decrease the scale and place it here. Place it here like this, and then we duplicate it and place it here maybe, and then again we decrease the scale and rotate this to make it a little different like this. Okay, so this look amazing, and just select the model here and go to the reflectivity and change this to spherical, and do the same for this as well. Change this to spherical, because in that way those objects also reflect the light. So just make sure that you select and change the reflectivity mode for the every model here. Okay, so change this to spherical, select this, change this to spherical, as well as do the same for this one as well. Okay, so now our scene going some laggy because the reflection, when you turn on the reflection, the render going to laggy. Okay, so now we done almost there, and then we do the last work here, that is the turn on the reflectivity for this all the surfaces. Okay, so just select the surface here, that is the bottom plane here, and select this and change the reflectivity mode to mirror surface. Okay, and now you can see that it reflects all the thing above in it. Okay, and then select this plane as well, and then we do the same for this also, just mirror surface. Okay, and do the same for this as well, mirror surface, and also for the ceiling, so just change this to mirror surface. Okay, so this look amazing, but we want the wall should be more reflective. So for this, select this wall and go to the material and duplicate and replace, and then we go to the reflectivity and increase it to 100%. Okay, and then we go to the glossiness channel and just change this to white. Okay, and then we copy this value and just paste it to reflectivity. Okay, so now you can see that it is kind of more reflective. Okay, and do the same for this as well. So the material is here, that is the metal black copy. We just bring it to this wall as well, and also to the ceiling. Okay, so now it look nice, I guess. And also we go to our environment and we just clear this environment, so it will be black. Okay, so this look amazing right now. So now we hit the OK button here. Okay, so now you can see that it looks something like this, and it is look very interesting here. So we change the resolution to half and select our camera tool here, and then we just make our camera in a right position here like this. Okay, and as you can see that our scene is little laggy, so we select our element layer and go to the render setting and go to the reflection. We just turn it off for now, and now you can see that the light is kind of little less here, so we increase the count. So we go to the group number 2, and you can see that if I move it here, like this, and then we increase the X scale and also we place it here. Okay, and then we increase the count like this, and also increase the Y scale count here. Okay, and place it here. Okay, and do the same for the ceiling light as well. So go to the group number 3 here and increase the count. Okay, so now it look kind of right. So now we put some light here. So again we go to the reflectivity mode. We enable the reflectivity for the mirror surface, not the spherical reflectivity now, because it will lag the scene. And now we go to create a light for our scene. So create a light, and we're using a spotlight, and just hit OK. And then we place the spotlight at the corner of this upright corner and the left corner. Okay, so select the element layer and go to the utilities, and then we select this 2D position at this corner here and click generate to make a null object here, and then select this null object and press P to bring the position value, and just copy the position and go to the light, press P, and then just paste the value here. Okay, so now you can see that the light plays here, and then we duplicate our spotlight, and we also delete this null object. Select the element layer and go to the utilities, and again click here to make a null object here, and just click on generate. And then we select this null object, press P, just copy the value and paste it to the light number 2. Okay, so in that way you put the light here as well. So now we press R to bring the rotation value and just change the position of the light. Like this. Okay, so in order to create the volumetric light effect here, we use a plugin called the Lux, and it is from the Trapcode. So if you don't have the plugin, I recommend you to download the plugin and to apply the Lux effect here, we create a solid here and name it as Lux and hit OK, and then go to the effect and presets and select the RG Trapcode, and inside this the Lux effect here, and you can see it creates a nice volumetric lights here. Okay, but we want some colorful lighting here, so we select the spotlight here, that is the number 1 spotlight. We go to the settings and change the color to maybe something bluish color here. Okay, and hit OK, and then we go to the second light here, go to the light setting and change the color to maybe something like reddish. Okay, and hit OK, and in that way you will create some different colored light here. And then you go to the Lux layer here and expand the spotlight and change the spotlight model to distance and decrease the intensity. Okay, and in that way you will create a nice volumetric light effect here. Okay, and now we select our light and change the rotation of the light. Okay, and also do the same for the fast light here. Press R and change the light position here. Okay, so and we hide all the guide layers by pressing Ctrl Shift and H. So now it look nice, and also we select the element layer and go to the reflection and enable the spherical reflectivity. So now you can see that it look kind of gross type. So one thing we have to do, that we go to the new layer and create a ambient light for our scene. Change the color to white and make the intensity to 20, and then hit OK. Okay, so this look amazing right now. And again we go to the lux layer and we decrease the intensity little bit down. Okay, so this look amazing. And now we go to the element layer and then we enable the shadow and change the shadow map size to 4K. And then we go to the ambient occlusion and turn this on, and also change this to ray trace. So now you can see that it going to look amazing. And now we save our project here, and now we place our camera in a interesting position here. So in order to place the camera, we change the rendering mode to draft mode, so it will run little faster. And then we place our camera here maybe. Okay, and if you want you can put other lights here and there. Okay, so now we go back to our full render mode here, and you can see that it really creates a nice result here. So once we're happy with our element 3D arrangement, we have to duplicate the element layer. So just duplicate this, and this layer will be present as a glow layer for our illuminated part. So in order to make it glow, we go to the output and change the show mode to illumination. Okay, so in that way it will only show the illuminated part of the scene. And then we just select this and go to the scene setup, and we don't want to be the illuminated part of the scene show this background screen. So we just select the background screen here and go to its material, and we just disable the illumination. So just make it 0. So in that way it will be black. So now hit OK, and this look something like this. And we select this element layer and we apply some glow effect here. So for this I'm using the RGVFX optical glow, and we decrease the amount here and increase the size like this. Okay, and then we change this transform mode to additive. So now you can see that it creates a nice glow effect here, but I think the glow is little too high, so we just change the highlights only little bit like this, and increase the size as well, and decrease the amount a little bit down. Okay, so this look amazing, but I think that our wall reflection is little less, so we have to increase the reflectivity as well. So for this we just disable our glow layer and go to the element 3D layer, that is the main element 3D layer. Go to the scene setup and just select this, and we go to its material and just disable all this glossiness and the reflectivity. So just make it mirror like. Okay, so now if we hit OK here, and now we go to our glow element layer and go to the scene setup and just select the wall here, and then we get rid of all this, that is the glossiness and the reflectivity as well. And now hit OK, and then if we enable our glow layer here, you can see now it creates a nice result here. Okay, so this is the basic trick for this scene. So now we change some other settings here, that is make some super sampling here, that is the enhance multi sampling. We just turn this on. Okay, so instantly you can see that some improvement here, and do the same for our main element layer. So go to its output and just enable this enhance multi sampling. Okay, so now it look nice. And again, one thing we have to do, that we go to the rendering mode, rendering setting here, and go to the reflection, and we can change this spherical map resolution. So change this to 512 here, and you can see that some changes here, that is before, and when you change this to maximum it looks something like this. And do the same for this glow layer as well. So go to the render settings, go to the reflection, change this to 512. Okay, and now we change the resolution to full. Now you can see that it look really amazing. Okay, so again back to the half raise here and change the camera position here maybe. So again go back to the draft mode here and maybe place the camera here, or maybe we can animate the camera. So maybe I will place our camera here and then we select our camera and press A to bring the point of interest and press P to position. Make a keyframe here and go to the 10 seconds and then place the camera here maybe. Okay, so now back to our main element layer here and change this to full render. Okay, and you can see that the background video is changing because it is all depends on the video, that what your video is, and it will update with the video. And you can see that it also look nice because it creates some blue light here. So now we go back to our glow element layer and just turn this on, and you can see that it creates a nice glow effect here. Okay, so this is the trick. And now we do some color correction here. So go to create a new adjustment layer here and bring it at the top, and you delete this null object here because we don't need this anymore. Select this adjustment layer, and I am using the third-party color correction tool, that is the magic bullet look effect here. And then go to the edit and you can choose anything you want, and I think that one look right for now. Select this and hit this tick switch here, and you can see that it really creates a nice result here. Okay, so this is the basic trick for this scene. So if you want to put some green screen footage into your CGI scene, I recommend you definitely check my entire tutorial on this. So the tutorial is showing up in the I button here right now and also in the description. So if you want to put some green screen footage into your scene, you can definitely see my tutorial and you will understand that how you can put some green screen footage into your CGI scene. So go back to our main composition here, and you can see that it really look nice, and every time the background video changes, it creates a different looks to your scene. So this is the trick for this scene. So let's make a RAM preview here. Okay, let's see. Wow, you can see that it really creates a nice result here, and if you want you can put other object here. So it is all depends on you, and I'm just showing you the idea that how you can create something like this. So this is the tutorial about, and I hope you enjoy this tutorial. And if you enjoy this tutorial, I recommend you to check my other videos, and if you like those videos, please do subscribe this channel. And so this is for today, and we will see in my next video. So till then, take care and bye bye.